Have you ever scratched an itchy spot on your body only to dismiss it as something insignificant? Well, what if I told you that this seemingly harmless itch could be a warning sign of something far more serious than you ever imagined? Cancer. Yes, you heard that right. If you're a senior or have a loved one in their senior years, this is a message you cannot afford to ignore. Stick with me because the next few minutes could change how you view a simple itch and potentially save a life. You wake up one morning, as usual, to start your day. You stretch, you grab your coffee, and then you feel it, that tiny, annoying itch. At first, you think it's nothing, just another minor irritation that will go away with a little scratch. But over time, the itching intensifies and you notice something strange. The spot begins to change. It might get red, scaly, or even start bleeding a little. It's still just an itch, right? Well, what if I told you that this seemingly trivial problem could be your body's way of warning you about something far more severe? Cancer? Imagine for a moment a life where simple, everyday things like an itch could signal a deeper hidden danger. It's a frightening thought, but one that every senior must confront. As we age, our bodies undergo many changes. Some of these changes are normal, but others, like a persistent itch, could be signs of something more serious, like skin cancer. But here's the catch. The signs aren't always as obvious as a lump or a tumor. Often it's the little things, the things we brush off as nothing, that can be the most important. You might wonder, how can something as mundane as an itchy spot be connected to cancer? To understand that, we need to talk about the most common types of skin cancers, particularly squamous cell carcinoma and basal cell carcinoma. These types of skin cancers often begin with subtle symptoms, and one of the earliest indicators is itching or irritation in a specific area of the skin. At first, it might seem like an allergy, a rash, or something entirely benign. But if the itching persists and is coupled with other changes, such as a new mole, bleeding, or changes in the skin's texture, then you could be dealing with something more serious. Now let's take a closer look at what might be happening beneath the surface. Skin cancer usually starts in the outer layer of the skin, where it can go unnoticed for a long time. But as it progresses, it can affect deeper layers and in some cases, even spread to other parts of the body. For seniors, the risk of skin cancer increases because the skin becomes thinner and less resilient with age, making it more vulnerable to sun damage and other environmental factors. In fact, seniors are the most at risk for developing skin cancer, especially if they've spent a lot of time in the sun throughout their lives. Ultraviolet UV rays can damage the skin over time, leading to mutations in skin cells that eventually turn cancerous. But here's where it gets tricky. Not all skin cancers look the same, and not all come with obvious symptoms. Itchy spots are often the first sign, but they can be easily mistaken for something benign. That's why it's critical to stay vigilant. Take Sarah, for example, a 68-year-old woman who had noticed an itch on her back for a few weeks. She thought it was just dry skin, nothing to worry about. But when the itching didn't go away and the spots started to bleed a little, she grew concerned. She went to her doctor, who performed a biopsy and discovered that Sarah had early-stage basal cell carcinoma. Fortunately, it was caught early, and with treatment, she's now on her way to recovery. But Sarah's story isn't unique. Many seniors dismiss similar symptoms, thinking they're nothing more than the effects of aging, but in reality, it could be the first sign of something far more dangerous. So what exactly should you be looking for when it comes to itchy spots on the skin? It's not just about the itch itself, but also about what comes with it. If you have a spot that itches consistently for weeks and doesn't seem to go away, pay attention. If the area changes in texture, starts bleeding, or forms a crust, those are all red flags. And of course, if you notice any new moles or growths that look unusual, it's crucial to get them checked out right away. But the question remains, why are these early signs so easily overlooked? Part of it is because we often associate itchiness with things like allergies, dry skin, or even insect bites. And as we get older, we tend to have more skin issues, like age spots and wrinkles, that can mask other problems. It's easy to write off an itchy spot as just another part of aging, but if you ignore the signs, you might be putting your health at risk. The truth is, skin cancer is one of the most preventable types of cancer, and the earlier it's detected, the better the chances of a full recovery. But prevention starts with awareness. That's why it's so important for seniors to pay close attention to their bodies, especially when it comes to changes in the skin. If you notice any unusual itching, growths, or changes in the appearance of your skin, don't hesitate to see a doctor. Early detection can save your life. And let's not forget the role of prevention. While it's impossible to avoid all sun exposure, you can significantly reduce your risk of skin cancer by taking simple precautions. Always wear sunscreen, especially when spending time outdoors. Try to avoid direct sun exposure during peak hours and wear protective clothing when you can. It's never too late to start taking care of your skin, and the more proactive you are, the better your chances of staying healthy in the long run. Now imagine for a moment that you didn't take the itch seriously. You ignore it, thinking it will go away on its own. Weeks pass and the spot continues to change. By the time you finally go to the doctor, it's too late. The cancer has spread and the treatment options are no longer as effective. This is the harsh reality of ignoring early signs of skin cancer, and it's why seniors need to be proactive about their health. The small things matter, but there's good news. If you take action and get regular skin checks, you can catch issues before they become major problems. And even if you do develop skin cancer, remember that it's often treatable if caught early. Don't wait until it's too late to address these signs. Your health and well-being are too important. In conclusion, that itchy spot on your skin could be your body's way of telling you something isn't right. It could be a warning sign of skin cancer, and if you ignore it, you could be putting your life at risk. So don't take it lightly. Stay vigilant, get regular checkups, and always listen to what your body's telling you. Early detection is key, and it could be the difference between life and death. Stay safe, stay aware, and most importantly, take care of yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your health matters, and by sharing this information, you might just help someone else avoid a life-threatening situation. Take care of yourselves, and remember, sometimes the smallest signs can make the biggest difference. In conclusion, what may seem like a minor itch could be more than just a harmless irritation, especially for seniors. The truth is, small signs like persistent itching or changes in your skin could be warning signals of something much more serious, like skin cancer. It's easy to dismiss these subtle symptoms, but ignoring them could put your health at risk. As we age, our bodies become more vulnerable to conditions like skin cancer, which can often start with an itchy spot or a seemingly insignificant change in the skin. While these early signs are easy to overlook, they shouldn't be ignored. If you notice any unusual itching, bleeding, or texture changes in your skin, it's important to consult a doctor. The good news is that skin cancer is one of the most preventable cancers, and when detected early, the chances of recovery are much higher. That's why staying vigilant about changes in your skin is crucial. Regular checkups and being proactive about prevention, like wearing sunscreen and avoiding excessive sun exposure, can make a significant difference. It's also essential to understand that seniors, who are at a higher risk for skin cancer due to sun exposure over the years, should pay close attention to any changes in their skin. By staying aware of what's happening with your body, you're taking an important step toward preventing serious health issues. In the end, don't underestimate the power of small signs, whether it's an itchy spot or a new mole. Early detection can save lives, so listen to your body, stay informed, and encourage others to do the same. Your health is too valuable to ignore the warnings, and a simple checkup could make all the difference.